goes high on Ralston, and there's a red card for Tello Ascot.
June 19th, 1943. Real Madrid puts 11 goals past Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. One side claims it was just a bad day. The other side still calls it a setup. That single afternoon didn't end a rivalry. It lit the fuse on what has become the most watched club fixture on the planet. We're counting down the greatest football rivalries of all time, built entirely on the dates, the scores, the transfers, and the body counts that actually happened. No hype, no filler, just the receipts. And when we reach number 1, you'll understand why nothing else in the sport even comes close. Number 5, Derby della Madonnina.
Derby della Madonnina, Milan against Inter with the Rossoneri trailing the Nerazzurri by 10 points.
Sommer's giving it straight to Pulisic. And here's Luka Modric.
AC Milan against Inter Milan. It began with a split in 1908. Inter was formed so the club could sign foreign players that Milan's board refused to touch. Same city, same stadium, one statue of the Madonnina watching over both. First official meeting came January 10th, 1909. Milan won 3-2. Since then, they've played roughly 246 times. Inter holds the slight edge in wins. They share the San Siro, trade trophies in Europe, and still treat every derby like the other side is squatting on their half of the city. Clean on paper, brutal on the pitch. A reminder that sometimes the deepest cuts come from the people who used to be on your side. Number 4 takes us to England, the Northwest Derby. Liverpool against Manchester United. The cities built their fortunes on the same industrial backbone until the Manchester Ship Canal bypassed Liverpool's docks and changed everything. First meeting hit the books in 1894. As of October 19th, 2025, Manchester United leads the head-to-head with around 84 wins to Liverpool's 72 and 61 draws across the competitions that matter. Together, the two clubs have hoarded 69 major trophies to the rest of England's 68. That isn't a derby. That's two empires who refuse to let the other breathe. Every time they meet, you feel the weight of the Industrial Revolution still settling its score on the grass. Number 3, the old firm. Celtic and Rangers, Glasgow. 1902 gave us the nickname, but the roots run deeper. Rangers founded in 1872, Celtic in 1887. First match, May 28, 1888. Celtic won 5-2 in a friendly that already carried the charge. 451 competitive meetings as of March 8, 2026. Rangers 172 wins. Celtic 171. 108 draws. 55 league titles each. The numbers are almost identical because the clubs have traded dominance for more than a century. One club's roots trace to Irish Catholic immigrants. The other carried a historic Protestant and Unionist identity. That tension produced the Ibrox disaster in 1902, 25 dead. Scottish Cup final riots in 1904 and 1909. A 7-1 thrashing by Celtic in 1957. The 1980 pitch invasion at Hampton that forced an alcohol ban, and the 1989 signing of Mo Johnston for Rangers, the first high-profile Catholic to cross that line.
Hero there. He still wanted to compete in the best league in the world and one of the best teams in the world as well, so it says a lot about him.
Brian Laudrup, who played for Rangers, called it the fiercest he ever experienced. Henrik Larsson, who wore Celtic green, said the same after facing everything Europe could throw at him. They don't just play each other. They carry the weight of a city that refuses to forget. Number 2, the Superclásico, Boca Juniors against River Plate. Buenos Aires. Both clubs started in the working-class port of La Boca. River moved uptown to the wealthier Núñez district and earned the nickname Los Millonarios. Boca kept the grit. First friendly, August 2nd, 1908, Boca won 2-1. First official league clash, August 24th, 1913. River edged it 2-1. 264 meetings as of November 9th, 2025. Boca 93 wins, River 88, 84 draws. The biggest blowouts still sting. Boca 6-0 in 1928, River 5-1 in 1941. This is the rivalry that turned player transfers into acts of treason. Oscar Ruggeri crossed from Boca to River in 1985 and admitted, quote, "One side looks on you as a traitor, and the other doesn't really trust you." Diego Maradona refused any move that would put him in El Monumental. The violence has real names and dates. June 23, 1968. Puerta, 12 crush at the stadium. 71 dead. March 21, 2010. Match suspended by rain. 2015 pepper spray attack that got Boca kicked out of the Copa Libertadores. December 9, 2018. River's team bus attacked before the Copa Libertadores final. The second leg had to be played in Madrid. River won 3-1. That final became the only one in history moved out of South America because the city couldn't guarantee safety. Boca fans still call River Galinas. River fans call Boca Chanchitos or Bosteros. The nicknames have lasted longer than most careers. And number 1, El Clásico, Real Madrid against FC Barcelona. 263 official matches as of January 11, 2026. Real Madrid 106 wins, Barcelona 105, 52 draws, goals 444 to 439. Real Madrid sits first on the Forbes 2024 list of most valuable clubs. Barcelona third. Neither has ever been relegated from La Liga. First meeting, May 13, 1902. Barcelona won 3-1 in the Copa de la Coronación. The rivalry hardened in the Spanish Civil War when Barcelona president Josep Sunyol was executed in 1936. It calcified on June 19, 1943, when Real Madrid won 11-1 amid referee bias and fan intimidation that Barcelona still calls orchestrated. 1953 brought the Di Stefano transfer war. FIFA had to step in after both clubs claimed the same player. Barcelona's president resigned. 1968 produced the final of the bottles. 2000 gave us Luis Figo's move to Madrid, and the day he returned to Camp Nou as the enemy. Missiles flew. He was branded Judas. 11 Clásicos in 18 days in 2011 produced multiple red cards and enough drama to fill a season. As of January 11, 2026, Barcelona won the latest Supercopa clash 3-2. Next one is scheduled for May 10th in La Liga. Phil Ball, who wrote the definitive book on Spanish football, put it plainly. They hate each other with an intensity that can truly shock the outsider. These 5 rivalries didn't become the greatest because marketing departments said so. They earned it through body counts in the stands, presidents forced out, players labeled traitors, and scorelines that still feel personal a century later. The next time your local derby feels heated, remember the numbers we just walked through. 11-1 in 1943, 71 dead in 1968, a bus attack that moved a continental final to another continent, 451 old firm meetings that still split a city down religious lines. That is the standard. And right now, every single one of these fixtures is still on the calendar. The next Clásico is already locked in. The next Super Clásico will sell out both Bombonera and Monumental. The hatred doesn't fade, it waits for the whistle. And when it blows, history steps onto the pitch with them,